Celebrities, movie stars, the industry, and even fandoms are raging about ICE as we speak. They're not very keen. They believe the government isn't nice. And now they're going so far as to threaten to boycott Star Wars Celebration? What? And get ready, folks. We'll show you what the demands are. You won't believe them. And let's just say, Hollyweird is getting way weirder than it ever was before. Hello and welcome back yet again, ladies and gentlemen, to the place where we explain entertainment and keep you ahead of the culture curve. As we do so, consider clicking the like button, drop a comment down below, and if you are not yet subscribed, know we're working in overdrive every single day, 4 times a day, to earn that subscription. And without further ado, let's find out what the crazies, the zanies want to do to poor Star Wars Celebration and to the movie industry, all because of ICE. Ladies and gentlemen, it's out of thatparkplace.com, the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to, you should be. Ice Baby is taking over the airwaves once more in Hollyweird. This by Trevor Denning, and we've got more on the way. Don't go anywhere because this is just the beginning. Star Wars Celebration 2027 targeted by boycott over organizers' supposed connection with ICE. Now, I gotta say, boycotting Star Wars Celebration might not be the biggest kind of bash that you could, well, pull fans away from. A small, vocal segment of the fandom is calling for a Star Wars Celebration boycott. The 2027 event is being organized by ReedPop, a subsidiary of RELX, I guess. The protesters argue that since said company holds government contracts that work directly with the Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the Star Wars community is being used as a shield for corporate complicity and state violence. I mean, that's kind of a stretch. Listen, I know these people are cray-cray, but that's a stretch even for them. Just because RELX has government contracts? Geez Louise. But this from M. Kenobi. Attention Star Wars fans. There is no room for fascism in this fandom. Every fan deserves to feel safe and welcome to events. There is no excuse for working with an organization profiting from ICE. Do not support Star Wars Celebration until they change organizers, etc. Okay, so we got that going on. That's a big deal. Well, guess what else is going on? Also out of that park place, celebrities won't stop talking about ICE at the Sundance Film Festival. And this is also true. The Sundance Film Festival was envisioned as a place to champion new voices in cinema and celebrate non-studio films. This year, it's become just another platform for established Hollywood celebrities, many of whom haven't drawn broad public attention in years, to rail against ICE and the Trump administration. Natalie Portman was out there wearing her ice out and be good and all that. Director Olivia Wilde doing the same kind of thing. She said, we're all here getting to celebrate something really beautiful and hopeful in film storytelling. People are being murderfied. If we can do anything out here to support the movement to cast ICE out, to delegitimize this unbelievably criminal organization, then that's what we should be doing. Defund the popo all over again. I don't know if America is going to be interested in that. Boys and girls, guys and gals, this is an industry that is spiraling downwards, and they're spending time on this. The box office is terrible. Streaming is stalled. And yet this is what the celebrities nobody's listening to, this is what they're involved in. This is all they want to do. That's it. They're just political now. Lauren, I don't think this helps Hollyweird in any kind of way, but does it put a dent in anything? Does this have any impact on Star Wars Celebration? Does it have any impact on Star Wars, any of the movies whatsoever at all?
Nope.
All right, going to Lou then. No.
My message to them is get stuffed. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. Nobody cares. A few of their people will cry. I'm sure that what's his name? There's a couple of YouTubers I'm sure that'll make a big deal out of it, but it's a non.
Are you trying to start a war with Angry Joe again? Is that what you're doing?
Not Angry Joe. No, I can't. I can't. It's not worth getting into. It's just
keep up with the list you have. I just can't keep up anymore.
It's growing by the day.
I want the celebrities to explain this to me. And I've taken some heat for this today, which frankly was needed because it's been freezing cold. But I've taken a little heat online because I said, this whole ICE thing, And people can have opinions about it. And listen, I'm not going to tell you what to believe when it comes to immigration policy. That is strictly a political thing, a partisan thing, and I'm not going to get involved in it and tell you what to think. Not my job. But what I don't understand is, if it's all over the country and it's operating in all 50 states, why is the crazy just in Minnesota? And why are the celebrities not trying to stop ICE in Arkansas and stop ICE in, I don't know, in New Hampshire? Like, I just don't, this is all in Minnesota. What the heck is this about? Why is it that the celebrities are just focused on this one place and this is the one place that always happens?
Well,
you wanted answers.
Yeah. Should we answer that, bro?
I'm looking for one of you to take the heat on this one instead of me now. Say the obvious and I'll sit back and relax and go, yeah, send your emails to Fake Wizard.
There's not enough people that care anymore. I think that's just it. And this isn't, trying to take this back to the Star Wars topic too. If we look at the petition, right? Because there is that petition of this small minority that, we got to boycott the Star Wars celebration because of small affiliation with Reed Papa. And here's this rabbit hole of information, and we need to boycott this. And it has under 1,000 people that signed it. And at this point, hundreds of thousands of people have heard the news on this. It went viral.
Wait a minute. Say the number again.
The last time I saw it, because I'm doing research on it myself, just a few hours ago, it was 637 was my last count. And that was a few hours ago. What it's at, it's under 1,000. Under 1,000 people have signed this petition. No one cares. And that brings up.
Are any of the names who signed it among these celebrities who are making noise about it? Will they go even that far to go on the record other than just spout off?
So we're looking at two different things. So first is this petition to boycott a Star Wars event that already just normal people on the regular didn't care about anymore anyway about. But then you have on the other side, it's just celebrities that can't stop talking about politics and the political world, the political spectrum that we're experiencing. So there's two different things, but on both hands, the general public doesn't care. Star Wars fans don't care. Like Lauren was saying, this isn't going to make a dent. This isn't going to make a difference. It's
part of that is because you can't boycott something you're already boycotting any harder. It's like They already lost pretty much the folks that actually paid for all of this stuff. So it's like the ones that are left, it's like, okay, you cannot go, but is it really going to matter?
Right.
I see somebody say my fellow celebrities. And I think
this is
when your album is competing with somebody else's, is that person your fellow? They join up and split up and join up and split up, and they include everybody they think is on their side until they aren't. But my larger question is, if we went through the homes of any of these people and looked at the products that they buy and the stuff on their shelves and the stuff that they eat and the places they go, and traced every one of those corporations as to whether they had a contract in some way, shape, or form with the U.S. government, let alone with ICE or with the FBI or anybody like that, I think there'd be a lot of splaining to do, Lucy,
Are you questioning whether or not Billie Eilish is hiding undocumented in her house, in her mansions?
Undocumented products that come from companies that might have a relationship with the government? Yeah, I'd say so.
Let's put up, Wiz has got this over here on the Action Network. What do we got, Wiz? What is this?
Yeah, so this is the petition as of right now. We are about 24 hours from when this went live, okay? And as I said, hundreds of thousands of people have come across the news about this because everybody in the Star Wars sector is talking about this. We're talking about it here. YouTubers are talking about it. You can see here, it's only collected 739 signatures in 24 hours with hundreds of thousands of views.
But this is trending online. And articles are being written about it. And yet we are recording this right now with probably more people watching this in this moment live than have signed the boycott.
Wait a minute. Go to that little fuzzy line underneath the bar.
Get to the fuzzy line, Wiz.
Only 261 people until our goal of 1,000. So they thought they were going to change the world, but they set the goal at a measly 1,000?
I'm
and they
pretty
can't
sure
even
that's
do
like
that?
a milestone. It's so the way these petitions usually work is there's the milestone. So it's the first 1,000, and then it'll be the first 5,000, then 10,000, and they'll just keep changing that to encourage people to sign up. It's like, oh well, there's only 100 left. We're so close. I might as well sign up on it. Like I'll be part of it. But these mean nothing.
We could literally put up. We could put up, Wizard. Maybe you want to do this. We could literally put up a action figure Spock, right? We could, or the William Shatner cereal box.
There you go.
Right. We can rip off Nerdrotic, and we can run one of these, and we can triple it, quadruple it, however many more. It will be no problem, and yet there are. Well, it's in the news. Andy, I think this is a lose-lose for them, because once, and Wiz has done a great job pointing this out for us. I didn't know the numbers were that low. Andy, once you shine light on it, you start to realize not even they probably believe in this stuff.
They're looking at what's the current thing. They're probably also looking for an excuse not to go. I mean, Star Wars Celebration used to be big, but Star Wars used to mean something. Star Wars used to be the license to print money. But now it's like it's the dead franchise where it doesn't generate toy sales. It doesn't, T-shirts, anything like that. Nobody wants to walk around with a Rey T-shirt on. I mean,
Sharmino Bates, he does. What are you talking about? Watch her walking out there. She's striding out with BB-8.
Yeah, that and the septum ring, right? It's like this stuff they're so full of crap. It's like, hey, can somebody get me out of this thing? Like, yeah, let's tie it with a protest. It gives me a good excuse to not go to this.
Here's the question. If they did what Disney is doing to the 2 theme park areas and reverted it all back as Star Wars Celebration of the original trilogy, period, would those numbers go up?
Gee, I wonder. That's the thing. Like, it sold before. It sold like nothing else before. And it was the number one. It was the thing that revolutionized the toy industry and the movie tie-ins together. It was something that was completely revolutionary. And I went to school for advertising. I studied this stuff with how to make these things work, how to tie them in, how to merchandise things correctly. And boy, when you have a product that sells itself, what could we possibly do to screw that up? Oh, yeah, exactly what they did. All they had to do was not what they did. And so I don't think these people, they really don't care about anything. They just want to be able to look like they do. Like, how many of them have people living in their homes and are opening their wallets up to these people? They want the government to pay for these things. At the same time, they're getting all the tax breaks that they can, so they have to pay less into the government. So it's your money that takes care of all these people that they don't have to deal with in their gated communities with their security firms. They're so full of crap. It's like,
in other words, rule 1 of virtue signaling: make sure the virtue you're signaling is actually virtuous. Yeah. Oops.
We've got an undercover Wiz who has discovered something big. Wiz, I'm going to go to you again. Show us what you got.
Yeah, so they have a letter on here of what the demands are, what they're requesting Disney and Lucasfilm to do. I just want to take a second and look at these 3 demands here, because they are extreme. Number 1, immediately terminate the contract with ReedPop as the producer of Star Wars Celebration and beyond. Number 2 is the most interesting one here. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Implement an enforceable vendor policy that prohibits Disney and Lucasfilm from partnering with any entity that maintains contracts with agencies involved in mass surveillance or human rights violations. Now, okay, this is a massive one here, because if the vendor policy, that impacts all the vendors that attend this event. That impacts all the other businesses that attend this event. Who's checking this? Who's the arbiter of truth here that gets to decide whether you can or can't participate in Star Wars Celebration? This is nuts. Also, the mass surveillance and human rights violations, again, who's the arbiter of truth on that? Because if we're just going by what they're saying, it could be whatever they decide on the day of the show.
Oh, wait,
this
it's worse.
Crazy.
Oh, wait, it's worse. We can all agree or disagree, although it's a shame that we can, about what a human rights violation is or isn't. But mass surveillance, go back up there to the part with the sliding bar and the people signing up, and read all the stuff that you're signing up to agree to receive. Yeah, that down there under add your name. Go back down a little bit.
You may receive email updates from Star Wars Celebration Divest from Ice, the sponsor. You may also receive email updates from Kelly C.
Isn't tracking that mass surveillance of some kind?
Oh no, they're banning themselves.
Isn't every marketing campaign in the history of the world, especially in our cyber age, a mass surveillance of some kind? Golly gee whiz.
I'm no lawyer. I'm just a fake wizard, but this is fishy.
Banned themselves right in their own petition. Hoisted by their own Picard. Oh, wait.
Hey, click on flag as spam and see what happens. I'm curious.
Oh, it just did.
Hi.
Put this baby to bed. This video is over. Turn off the lights, but not quite yet, folks, because we do ask one final thing before we say goodbye, and that is, would you consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Also greatly appreciated, anytime you would like to share this out on your favorite social media platforms, well, we would love that. And we'd also love to hear your thoughts. Folks, drop a comment down below and use that beautiful mind of yours. If you would not mind, we'd love to know what you're thinking. Also, if you would like to become a member of the channel, it's as simple as clicking the join button. It is the price of a soda per month, and you'll gain access to all kinds of new, cool, exclusive information. Folks, until the next time we have the honor of spending time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.